Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everybody. In this presentation, I will be discussing on the theme of authorial-defined social reality and double consciousness in Virginia Woolf's essay, A Room of One's Own. My name is Raihanah and I'm from Universiti Kebangsaan, Malaysia. Virginia Woolf was born at the close of the 19th century, and she emerged as a pivotal figure in the 20th century modernist literary movement. Renowned for her groundbreaking narrative innovations, she has delved into profound themes encompassing human consciousness, the societal role of women and the status of women in society, as well as the fluidity of time and memory in seminal works such as Mrs. Dalloway and To the Lighthouse. An overview of this essay, which was published in 1929, would be that it deals with the complex relationship, particularly in the context of creative writing, between the value of a physical writing space and the act of writing for women. Also that she employs a deliberate narrative technique in this essay, using a detached narrator by the name of Mary Benton to convey some of her critique against society. In thus doing, she safeguards herself and her personal stance on some of these important issues. Past studies into the essay A Room of One's Own has uncovered numerous themes, including spatial politics within modernist narrative, the issue of room as a metaphor for female subjectivity, as well as the intersection of gender and the hierarchy of needs for a woman. In this paper, we look at a particular concept called double consciousness, explored by the African American sociologist and civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois, who introduced the concept of double consciousness to capture the experiences of African Americans at the turn of the century, the 20th century, who have to navigate their own individual identities while also being culturally aware of the dominant hegemonic white society. Double consciousness also refers to the psychological experience of individuals who are both part of and yet marginalized by society. In appropriating Du Bois's double consciousness for gender politics, other scholars have also appropriated it into another coinage, which is subjugated consciousness. Kinchilo and Steinberg define double consciousness as a woman's, and I quote, woman's subjugated knowledge is a second sight that provides a theoretical basis for making sense of how women react to the oppression they face, end of quote. In this paper, we use the concept of double consciousness to explore how women's subjugation is captured in the essay A Room of One's Own. And we're looking at it also in order to explore the challenges faced by women in a patriarchal society that is captured in the essay. One of the key themes that emerges in this discussion is how Virginia Woolf in this essay couches the discussion of women and society within the lens of quote unquote the unresolved problem. Women, she argues, have historically been excluded from the male-dominated spaces and denied the resources necessary for knowledge acquisition. One such space that is dealt with in the essay is the library. It's the university and the university library. She identifies the unresolved problem of women's subordination in patriarchal society as a barrier that hinders their intellectual and artistic freedom. through thought-provoking anecdotes and observations. Woolf challenges societal norms and calls for a re-evaluation of the women's space and place in public spaces such as the university. The essay is filled with numerous examples of subjugated consciousness in which Woolf creates a female narrator who struggles to find her voice and assert her agency while recognizing the societal pressures for conformity that women are under. An important quote, for instance, on page 32, 33 of the essay, in which she says, "What had our mothers been doing then that they had no wealth to leave us? Powdering their noses, looking in at shop windows, flaunting in the sun at Monte Carlo." End of quote. This kind of tongue-in-cheek, ironic statements that she makes about what our mothers had been doing that has an impact on the women today is one form of subjugated consciousness that Woolf illustrates in this paper, in this essay. A key finding of this paper is the importance of authorial lens in capturing female subjugation. Virginia Woolf in this essay clearly highlights the existence of an authorial voice who not only captures the misogyny experienced by the female narrator, but at the same time questions the lack of paternal figure to support the woman's cause. The impact of this essay, A Room of One's Own, to 21st century readers, female and male, is that it prompts readers to engage in the process of double consciousness themselves. Be it male or female readers, we are encouraged to be critically examining our own beliefs and assumptions as we read and navigate through the essay. Readers are invited to reflect on their own experiences of misogyny or their own biases against gender, ultimately fostering a more empathetic interpretation and appreciation of A Room of One's Own. Thank you very much for making time to listen to this presentation. Here's a call to action. If you're interested in discussing further on this topic, please don't hesitate to write to me at Raihanah@ukm.edu.my. Bye.